Okay. Before this video, I'd like to say that stream sniping is bad. Alright, just thought I'd get that out of the way because this is going to be extremely controversial. Alright, I know it's unusual for me to even produce videos these days, but I wanted to talk some shit, and I'm just going to get straight into it. The date is Wednesday the 3rd of August. I recently joined my mates Taco, Zero, and Arctic, and joining them on Dead by Daylight after weeks of saying no, and I played just so Taco would shut up. All is going well, we're playing good and enjoying ourselves. I'm being naturally terrible, but the others are going alright. We've been playing for about an hour until this happens. Let me introduce you to Grim Bunny.
This map has that's a clown butt.
He is a regular streamer at Dead by Daylight, amongst other games such as Apex Legends, but the thing he specialises in, or at least in this video, is using the playing style that is camping. We load into the game unaware of who the killer is, duh, and go about playing the game as we usually go. Game goes normal enough until he hooks one of us, and then it happens. He starts camping. Not just proxy camping, not patrolling, but camping. Proper and genuine. He never leaves, he won't chase, he just camps.
Okay, now they haven't cleansed Haunted Ground yet, but they're probably thinking, oh my gosh, he's protecting them.
He waits for me to get to second stage. Camping at most of us every single time. After I died through trying to save my teammates from basement and him body blocking the save.
Sacrifice her.
I find out he was streaming. So I inquired via his chat on his stream about why he was camping. His response was because it worked and I felt like it, while also stating, I also play Basement Bubba a lot of the time.
Why'd I camp? Because I felt like it and it worked. I also tunneled quite a bit too. And in fact, most days I usually do a Basement Bubba at some point in time.
Shortly after, Taco was eliminated during the trial as well. He went down a basement to try and save with me.
Value! Okay. And then there were two.
Afterwards, Arctic and Zebra are the only ones left, and they observe that he's patrolling the very powerful 3-gen that he's created. The big part in this is because he's been camping all of us in basement or halls alike, all of which have been on one part of the map. So naturally, all the pallets and that are used on that side, whereas the other side is perfectly good for looping still. So here is the problem. You have a camping killer who is protecting all the gens on one side of the map. Then you have two survivors by themselves, each with no generator progress, and all of them take 100 seconds to do. And due to the previously shown gameplay against us, he doesn't leave that area no matter what. After I message his chat about the camping, he replies smugly, because it worked. This turned us the wrong way, and an evil plan is formulated. The plan is simple. Wait for him to be impatient enough to leave the powerful 3-gen. If we frustrate him enough, he will leave. He will have to chase them at Shack and other areas which are still very powerful looping spots. Heaps of the pallets are there. It's our best chance at surviving with our final two players. While that happens, the other survivor works on the final two gens. You'd think this is a simple plan, but you wouldn't realise the problem this created. Arctic and Zebra get to work trying to frustrate the killer enough to leave his 3-gen, by hiding, not approaching the gens, sometimes even creating noise disturbances.
Yeah, this is why I don't like this map, is it's way too easy to just hide in the bushes and whatnot. That's okay. We'll find them eventually. We got ourselves our 3-gen here. Technically a 4-gen almost, but haven't been locker finding.
Meanwhile, his chat is claiming that I'm stream sniping for them, telling them where to avoid the killer. I send a taunting message into the chat at some stage, saying something along the lines of good luck finding them.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I got patience for days.
This is an attempt to make him realise that they want him to go looking for them, which argumentally is the point for a killer. We expected him to realise that as soon as he found one survivor, then it would be game over for us, and that even if he did leave the 3-gen, there wouldn't realistically be enough time for us to complete the 2-gens while he was gone. But he claimed we were game hostaging and that we underestimate his patience. Little did he know that we weren't gonna back down from this son of a bitch.
Here. Just wasting time? Yeah, I know. That's alright. We'll just send a report. Yeah, this is definitely stalling. We'll check their names out and, yeah, toss a good report. But yeah, it's alright. We'll just report them for holding the game. But that's okay. I got patience.
During the game, he claims the only way to get better is to find the error in your ways and play better.
Like, guys, the only way you're gonna get better at the game is if, you know, you move on to the next match and reflect on how poorly you played. That's kinda it.
Which I find is just perfectly rich for a guy who is heavily into camping during his gameplay. So here we have a giant standoff between the killer and the 2 survivors remaining, both wanting to play the game differently and both being arrogant enough to not risk anything. So the game went on and on and on. The killer looked at things such as
About the camping? Yeah, I do it all the time. There's no way to know for certain. I actually camp people until 3rd hook too, so I mean it's just a play. They severely underestimate my patience. I will sit here for hours. Hey, well, we got a couple of stallers here, so we're just kind of waiting for them to get bored.
After 30 whole minutes during the standoff, we slip up, and one of us is eliminated. But we weren't going to let up. Our final remaining survivor lived to tell the tale of the camping clan and escaped via the hatch.
But they really... There we go.
But is that it? Not at all. He first reports all of us for stream sniping and game hostaging when he exits the game.
Okay.
Then finally he joins his Swift to play on where it gets interesting once again. Oh, I think I didn't add that, yeah. The whole time he had friends waiting for him to play with as well, which is another reason it was fucking hilarious. His buddy, as soon as he joins the chat he was in, ends up searching my YouTube channel, which is something I thought they would have done a lot earlier to be honest, but you know, don't mind me. He claimed that I am a very toxic YouTuber. Don't flatter me. But then claims that I called a Claudette the hard R.
Okay. And that's so I can send in the report to Behavior directly. Just so I get their names and things like that. Stuff I found.
Jaws225.
Oh, you looked him up?
And he is a very toxic YouTuber, oh my god.
Oh, that explains it.
I mean, he called a Claudette the hard R.
What?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. And this is the same guy that was like mad at me for quote camping gens?
Probably.
Oh my god.
The reason being is that my most highlighted video on my channel is called Retarded Claudette. It's my favourite one to produce and make, favourite one to edit. I love that video, even though a lot of people don't see it that way. I'd also like it to be known to my viewers, for those who are not aware, but I have stated it before, that I do have autism and ADHD. It's common for me to joke with my friends online and in real life about this, and I have accepted it a lot. I titled my videos based on this as it's my Adept series, and I wanted to personalise it a bit more for my style and standards, i.e. that I am retarded, and so is my gameplay. They were claiming I'm trying to get attention through shock, and that he came out on top, which he arguably did. But I'd still also like to brag that he only got 1 out of the remaining 2 survivors after waiting 30 minutes. Anyway. Now finally, I'd like to address this to him because apparently at some point he was gonna blast me on YouTube, some of this shit. I really don't care. But, to address him, since they really like checking out my channel so much, I don't hate them. I don't want to beef, but this type of gameplay is what's killing Dead by Daylight. It has for a long fucking time. This is why new players don't join, and I hope that you see that you were good in chases. I hope that you see you're good in chases, okay? You were good at looping. You got us all, relatively quick. I didn't understand the camping. Okay, it wasn't necessary, mate. Just look back. Even if you see it through this video, even if you look back on your stream highlights, okay? Just please find the error in your ways and aim to be a better killer, because you're not bad. Okay? Hell, I wouldn't have complained if you tunneled, because people love to target, Stone Taco all the time, or myself in my normal region. But there was no need to camp in this situation. You already realistically had a great game as soon as you saw the gens, really. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. I promise I do have a couple new videos coming out because Taco, made me record them with him. So maybe look forward to that. But regardless, have a good time, guys. One.